Hello, my wonderful viewers. Welcome back again to Ruby Kid Foods, your channel of amazing recipes, African traditional recipe, modern breakfast ideas, and all that. So, guys, as you know, this is a festive season. Family are gathering, friends, and everything for celebration. Like breakfast ideas, what you can make or what you can prepare for your family or friends or visitors for breakfast. And then we also have some healthy snacks which you can use during Christmas, and also some nice lunch and dinner. So kindly stay tuned, watch this video until the end. In my video today, I'm going to make one of the snacks, healthy snacks that we need for Christmas. And I have several of them, but I will just do a few. So remember, guys, when you're making snacks for on Christmas or as a Christmas recipe, consider children, consider grown-ups, and also consider general snacks. For example, there are specific snacks that kids love so much. There are specific snacks that grown-up people or people who take hard drinks also prefers, and also there are also general snacks. So for my video today, I'm going to make some samosas as a snack which you can make on your Christmas. So the samosas, I'm going to do beef samosas, and for those who are not taking beef, you are also catered for. We also have some potatoes samosas. So let's get to the cooking. So guys, for the ingredients I have my grounded beef here. This is 1 kg beef, and I have garlic. I have diced red onions. I have chili, and it's not really a must. This is optional. I have my spring onions here. In fact, guys, the aroma it's giving me is already driving me crazy. And then I have some all-purpose flour. I have salt to taste. And the spices that I'm going to use paprika. I'm going to use turmeric, and I have some Royco cubes. So for those who are not taking beef, you are sorted also. I have some small peeled potatoes, so I'm going to make beef samosas and some potato samosa. In fact, mostly kids love potato samosas, so stay tuned. So guys, I've just placed my pan, and when you're making beef samosas, you don't need to use any cooking oil. The reason is because, first of all, the beef, when you're heating the beef, it will produce some oil, and then also we are going to deep fry the samosas. So if you don't want your samosas to be oily, kindly don't use oil. So what I'm going to do, I'm going just to add some oil, little oil, just to lubricate my pan. Just as little as that, just to lubricate my pan, and then I'm going to add in my beef. So then as you stir, you will notice that the beef is producing some oil, so you don't need to put oil at all. I don't know whether you've ever noticed such samosas whereby when you are taking, your hands are full of oil. It's not really healthy. So make sure you do this first. So guys, at this time, now you can put some salt as it cooks. So give it a good stir. Then you can see it's producing some water and some oil at the same time. So that's why you don't need to put any oil. So we are just going to cover it and give it some time. Back to my beef, you can see the amount of water that it has just produced. So this is very nice, very nice. Now at this point, remember we add some onions. So you make a space for the onions and then you add in the red onions first. Let the red onions cook together with the samosas so that the aroma and the flavor of the onions can get well with samosas. Then you leave it for another 5 minutes. Ooh, haha, very nice, very aromatic. So I'll cover it and let it cook for about 5 minutes. Then I'm going to add in the spring onion, so stay tuned. So guys, 5 minutes is over, and what I'm going to add in next is my garlic. If you have garlic powder, you can as well use that. So we are going to add garlic. Ooh, the aroma it has, guys. Wow. So I'll also let the garlic cook for another 5 minutes, so stay tuned. So guys, there's this one mistake that people do. They take off the beef before with this water. So if you do that, this water, if it's water or oil, it will soak or it will spoil the wraps of samosa. So make sure you drain them in. Another thing, this is now the best time to add in our spring onions. So stay tuned. Give it a good stir. So guys, you might think now that the onion has absorbed all the water, but the water is still going to increase. So we are just going to cover it again and give the spring onions about 5 minutes to cook, and then we add in the spices. So you can see this. So at this point now, we can add my Royco cubes, 2 of them. Give it a good mix. Then I have my paprika. Give it a good mix. You can see my beef is really shining and no oil has been used here completely. Then I add my turmeric. Then give it a good mix as well. So guys, what I'm going to do is to add just little water for these spices to get incorporated in this beef. So I'll just add little water. Then I'll cover it and let it cook. So guys, back to my beef. You can see everything. It is dry, completely dry. Make sure your beef is this dry so that it cannot interfere with your wraps, the samosa wrap. So guys, I'm going to take this out and make the wrap. I have my small pan there. I'm going to boil my potatoes. I'm going to add some salt so that it can taste right from inside, and then I will also cover it. I'll just cover it to let it cook. So stay tuned guys. Meanwhile, let me now make my wraps, the samosa wraps. come with me. So guys, I'll start by making my wraps. So what you do, put some salt and then some all-purpose flour. Then I have my warm water here with me. Then at this point, now you need a rough surface to make it more and more softer, so stay tuned. For your samosas to come out perfectly, make sure it is the kneading is well done, that is very soft. So at this point, I will leave it here. I'm going to cover it and leave it for about 30 minutes, so stay tuned. Guys, 30 minutes is done. So what I'm going to do, we are going to roll this. So this is the hardest part or the most tiresome part of making this special snack loved by everyone. So this is the simplest way even for beginners. So just stay tuned. So you have to sprinkle the flour most of the time so that rolling it becomes easier. Now look at that. I think this part is still big. We need something like this. So you have to make sure the thickness is not so much thick and also not so much light. Then next you have to have a measuring item. Like for me, I have this cup that I'm going to use. So it will help my samosas come out the same size that I require. So by doing this, I want to have the same measurement of my samosa wrap. So it depends on how you want to pile them. For me, I'm going to do 4 of them each. I mean 2 too fast, then 4. So put them in pairs. So let's continue, guys. So guys, I have this here. So I'll just show you next step on what I'm going to do. Stay tuned. These are my calculations. Like now for this, the reason why I've paired them so that I can have the actual size of my samosas, and also because I'm going to pile them 4 of 4. Like for these ones, I'm going to obtain 48 samosas from here. This will give me 16, 16, and 16. So next step, after pairing them this way, the reason why we pair them is to have a standard size for them. So we further enlarge them to a style, to a size. Just as a reminder, I'm adding in the flour. I'm sprinkling the flour so that they do not, so that you can roll them easily. And make sure they are of the same size. So here they are, 4 of them. If you compare these ones have already been enlarged. So showing you the next step. Stay tuned. You sprinkle, you add some oil You smear every part of it with oil. Now the purpose of doing this is to enable you to do the separation easily when you are trying to get the pocket from each. So after that, you add in some so for the topmost, you don't add any oil. What you can add is just some flour. So guys, you'll just see how separation of this will be very easy to the size of the samosas that you want, and it can easily enlarge because of the oil that we just put. And then when you are rolling, make sure you keep turning so that they can be of equal sizes. So you can have a plate like this, place it and use it as a measuring item so that it can be all equal. So for me, I can just do it, then take it out, then remove. So here we are going to obtain 16 samosas, so stay tuned. Meanwhile guys, this is how I've trimmed my samosas, and now I'm just going to heat them without oil at all. You steam them so that separating the layers will be easy. My potatoes are also ready, so stay tuned. I will place a pan and let it heat, completely let it heat before we put in our samosa wraps. Stay tuned. Become hot, place your samosas. Don't put any oil, make sure it just heat so that it can easily separate. Yes guys, this is how we change them. So you can see peeling. Look at this guys. So peeling them doesn't become a problem, so that's why we heat them. So that one is done, so I'm just going to take it out, and for it not to dry up, make sure you cover it with a piece of cloth so that it stays warm and your samosa stays warm and soft. Don't put any oil at all. So you'll continue the same way. So guys, you can see you have to be gentle when you are separating them. Take it out, place it there, make sure you cover it. So guys, after heating them, now we are going to cut them across. So after cutting this way guys, now you separate them. This was the purpose of that oil and flour. Yes, you can just see how it's easily separated. So this is how we make samosa wraps. So stay tuned. Guys, after peeling them, this is how they are. Now what you are going to do, you are going to fold them and stick them. Before we show you how to fold them, here we have some flour. So we are going to make a glue out of this flour. So you add some water and then mix, and when you are mixing, make sure it's not so dilute, so that which will make them come out easily. Make sure it is thick. Yes. So now after this, what we do, you take one sleeve of samosa. Make sure you look at the edges here. For you to have a proportion samosa, make sure you look at the edge there, then you add the glue, then you hold here so that it cannot leave a space. Yes, because if it leaves a space after putting in the beef or whatever, and when you're deep frying it, they will pour out the oil. So make sure you press here then you seal. So this is the samosa wrap. So I will continue the same way. And if it's this part, the egg part, make sure it faces inside it, not outside. So this is what you do. Press here again. Make sure you press after that. So I'll continue the same way. Merry Christmas, guys. This is one of the best snacks for your guests, for your family, or for a get together, especially for parents or youth and above. You can add in some chili to make it more appetizing, but because of children, I did not add chili to my beef or to my potatoes. Stay tuned. So guys, on the other hand, my potatoes are done also, so I'm going to take them out, strain the water out, and then smash it. After making my sticking my wraps, now this is my beef. You put, if you are using a spoon, then make sure you press the beef, and then when you are inserting it, make sure the beef fits in well, and then consider looking at the edges, very important. And then apply the sticker, then so look at this, make sure you press the edges, otherwise if you leave a loose place, when you'll be deep frying them, they'll all pour out. So I'll continue the same way. If you didn't see that, again, and then you hold. When you're holding, don't hold like this. Make sure you insert your hands, and then make a hole here. Then press. So look at this, guys. So this is how we make. So I'll continue doing the rest. Stay tuned. So guys, I've just fixed in my beef samosa. So this is how they look alike before you deep fry them. So Guys, these are for potatoes. So guys, this is all about the Christmas snack samosas. These are for beef and these are for potatoes. So if you look at keenly, you can see the color of potatoes. Just see guys, looking so amazing. And if you can try the beef one, wow, look at this. So guys, and you can use the lemon. So stay tuned for more snacks for Christmas recipe. Let's meet on another video. Bye bye. Yes, Mansu.